Key factors. Keywords. Most searches begin with user-targeted keywords entered into search engines. Search strategies. Write research questions. Extract keywords. Use synonyms if needed. Track keywords used. And record search results. Caution online. Be careful about what information is shared and which websites are visited. The image outlines key factors related to online searching and information handling. It emphasizes the importance of keywords in initiating searches, highlights effective search strategies such as formulating research questions and utilizing synonyms, and cautions users to be mindful of the information they share and the websites they visit online. Checklist of credibility criteria. 1. Author. Verify the author's or organization's credentials and expertise. 2. Date. Check copyright or update dates. Prefer current, regularly updated sites. 3. Purpose. Identify whether the site is informational or promotional. 4. Contact. Reliable sites provide contact details. 5. Fact versus opinion. Favor factual, expert-backed content. Watch for bias. 6. URL. Examine domain endings to assess type and reliability. The image presents a checklist of credibility criteria for evaluating online sources. It advises verifying the author's credentials, checking the website's update date, identifying the purpose of the site, ensuring contact details are available, favoring factual content over opinion, and examining the URL domain ending to assess reliability. These criteria help users determine the trustworthiness of online information. Common credible URLs. .gov. Government sites generally trustworthy for statistics, official news and reports. .edu. Educational institutions often credible, though student-created pages may be less reliable. Top-level domains. The part after the dot gives clues but should be evaluated carefully. The image discusses common credible URLs, highlighting that government sites are generally trustworthy for statistics, official news and reports. Educational institutions are often credible as well, although student-created pages may be less reliable. It also notes that top-level domains provide clues but should be evaluated carefully. Recognition of information sources. Proper recognition of information sources means giving credit to authors of online content through correct referencing and citation. This practice respects copyright, avoids legal issues, and ensures academic integrity by acknowledging that the ideas and words belong to the original creator. The image emphasizes the importance of recognizing information sources. It states that proper recognition involves giving credit to the authors of online content through correct referencing and citation. This practice respects copyright, avoids legal issues, and ensures academic integrity by acknowledging that the ideas and words belong to the original creator. Data privacy implementation. Data privacy is becoming increasingly important, especially in research and school-related work. Improper handling of data such as uploading copyrighted pictures, designs, ideas, or frameworks without the author's consent can lead to serious legal consequences. Respecting ownership and processing information properly helps avoid violations and protects both creators and users. The image addresses the implementation of data privacy, emphasizing its increasing importance, particularly in research and school-related contexts. It warns that improper handling of data, such as uploading copyrighted material without consent, can lead to serious legal consequences. Respecting ownership and processing information properly helps avoid violations and protects both creators and users. Practical techniques in responding to data privacy issues. 1. Proper citation and source acknowledgement. Always cite data sources clearly to give credit to the original author. 2. Photo acknowledgement. When using pictures from the internet, provide photo credits. Whenever possible, use personal photos to avoid copyright concerns. The image outlines practical techniques for responding to data privacy issues. It emphasizes the importance of proper citation and source acknowledgement, advising users to always cite data sources clearly to give credit to the original author. Additionally, it recommends providing photo credits when using pictures from the internet and, whenever possible, using personal photos to avoid copyright concerns. 3. Copyrighted content. Always ask for the author's consent before using their data, concepts, or information. 4. Public domain content. If the material is freely available, Simply acknowledge or cite the author's sources. 5. Respect for ownership. If the author disapproves of use, honor their decision since it is their property. Signs of disapproval may include restricted downloads, warnings, or notices on the file. The image provides guidelines for handling copyrighted and public domain content, as well as respecting ownership. It advises users to always seek the author's consent before using copyrighted data, concepts, or information. For public domain content, it suggests simply acknowledging or citing the author's source. Furthermore, it emphasizes the importance of respecting ownership by honoring the author's decision if they disapprove of the use of their material, noting that signs of disapproval may include restricted downloads, warnings, or notices on the file. Research and data collection protocols. When researching and collecting data from the web, avoid plagiarism, which is the act of taking someone else's work and presenting it as your own. Plagiarism is the unethical act of presenting someone else's work as your own. It can be intentional or accidental, but either way it leads to serious consequences in academic and professional settings. The image addresses research and data collection protocols, emphasizing the importance of avoiding plagiarism when researching and collecting data from the web. It defines plagiarism as the act of taking someone else's work and presenting it as your own. It also highlights that plagiarism is an unethical act that can be intentional or accidental, but it leads to serious consequences in academic and professional settings. 10 types of plagiarism. 1. Clone plagiarism. Word-for-word copying of another's work without changes or acknowledgement. 2. Remix plagiarism. Combining information from multiple sources into one document and claiming it as original. 3. Ctrl+C plagiarism. Copying large portions of text from a single source without alteration. 4. Hybrid plagiarism. Using cited sources but rearranging them into a new document without proper citation. 5. Find-replace plagiarism. Changing keywords or phrases in copied content while leaving the core text unchanged. The image lists and describes 5 types of plagiarism. Clone plagiarism involves word-for-word copying without acknowledgement. Remix plagiarism combines information from multiple sources and claims it as original. Ctrl+C plagiarism refers to copying large portions of text from a single source without alteration. Hybrid plagiarism uses cited sources but rearranges them without proper citation. Find-replace plagiarism changes keywords or phrases in copied content while leaving the core text unchanged. 6. Recycle plagiarism. Reusing one's own previous work without proper citation. 7. Mashup plagiarism. Mixing content from multiple sources into a single document without citation. 8. 400 for error plagiarism. Providing citations that are inaccurate or lead to non-existent sources. 9. Aggregator plagiarism. Here, the written document includes proper citation but it does not contain original work. 10. Retweet plagiarism. Here, all written documents look perfect with properly cited mark but still, the document resembles somewhere the original text structure or wordings. The image continues to list and describe types of plagiarism. Recycle plagiarism, or self-plagiarism, involves reusing one's own previous work without proper citation. Mashup plagiarism mixes content from multiple sources into a single document without citation. 400 for error plagiarism provides citations that are inaccurate or lead to non-existent sources. Aggregator plagiarism includes proper citation but does not contain original work. Retweet plagiarism presents documents that appear perfect with proper citations but still resemble the original text structure or wordings.